Hello, everybody. My name is Hélie. I'm the CEO and founder of Globcoin. What is Globcoin? Globcoin is a stable coin. It's the objective of Globcoin is to provide a safe haven for cryptocurrency holders, individuals, funds that want at one point to diversify and to park the performance of their portfolio. But it's not only doing that. It's not a stable coin as you might know, like Tether or others, because it's also a very smart allocation to the world economy. How do we do that? We are doing that through a currency basket. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with currency basket. The idea is to have a portfolio of selected currencies, and the diversification will in fact, build the stability. By the way, probably we'll have questions about regulation, about what central banks think, because if you are doing a basket of currency, in fact, you are behaving like a central bank. So you could say, wow, central bank, they won't like that. But look, the good news is that even the central bank of the central banks, Mrs. Lagarde, said that she thought that the chairman of banks were saying that cryptocurrency was a speculation. They were wrong. And secondly, she talked about stable basket of currency. So I like her. She's a great woman. Why is it difficult to build a basket of currencies for an individual? It's because the foreign exchange market is a market for professionals. If you want to have a good access, a cheap access to this market, you cannot do it on your own. You have to rely on a team. And that's what we have been doing for many, many years. And the good news is that because of the blockchain technology, we can now offer for $100 what we used to offer for $10 million. Okay, so which kind of problems are we solving? The problem of volatility. Let's say you have a good crystal ball. And in December, your crystal ball says, you should hedge. You should hedge part of your portfolio because January and February will be difficult. In December, you know that. What would you have done? I don't know. Maybe what were the solutions? Either to go for fiat, but that costs a lot, and the taxman is here and looks after what you are doing because you'll have an impact on your bank account. So better to forget it. You might have used something called Tether. But probably, But, you know, I'm not here to comment on Tether, but let's say there are some rumors about this company. And the thing is, for a cryptocurrency investor, that there is no real easy solution. And that's what we want to offer. Okay. How we do it? A basket of currency, we take the 15 largest currency in the world. So dollars, euro, of course, but also Chinese renminbi. Chinese renminbi has almost the same weighting as the US dollar because it's a big economy. And then we have all other economies, Japan, India, Russia, UK, of course, Australia. So, in fact, what is this? This is the global economy. This is the world economy. So in one token, you buy the world economy in one click for almost no fee. That's the idea. That's very stable. That's twice as stable as Swiss franc, to give you an idea. And the way we do it in terms of operating process, every time we are issuing a Globcoin, we are buying those 15 currencies and 5% gold at the bank, and we are deposit in collateral to this bank. Audit first, one of the 5 largest auditor, and so in terms of safety, we know that the investor will be very safe. That enables us to fight volatility. Not only, but also to make performance, because as you've seen in the basket before, you have some very good economies, some very high growth economies, and over time, I don't know what you think of India, of China, of all those people, but this is where in the next year, where the growth will be. So in fact, it's not only a stable coin, but also it's a very good tool of allocation. Quickly enough, so we are in the process of the ICO. We raised $2.5 million in the pre-ICO. Our objective for this ICO is 12 million, roughly, 12 million US dollars. And this is for the UTT token. Then we'll have the currency, the security token, afterwards in the second time. Well, I think that's it. Why store value? Again, because today probably most of you have your own wealth in your national currency. And in today's world where the economy is really global, we think that even at the individual level, without talking of hedging a crypto portfolio, it makes a lot of sense to diversify. So it's another use of Globcoin. It's just diversification of your own wealth, of your own assets. We are also running a multi-currency card, and we'll put the Globcoin on this multi-currency card by the end of the year. We are a team of 12 people based in Switzerland and in London. We're based in Zug, as many of you, I would say, for legal reasons, but we also have a good team in London, and we would be very happy to see you and to continue to discuss. The team is experienced people in foreign exchange market, and well, we have a background. We have also a team of cryptos, but basically our DNA is currency management. We used to manage portfolio up to $20 billion, so we are here, I would say, for the long term. Yeah, I think that's my time is over. I would be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Hi. Just a quick question for you. Your product seems very similar to one I've seen from Switzerland called X8X. What sets you apart from X8X currency?
I heard of them. I think first, well, I mean, we have been managing this basket for the last 6 years. I think they started last year, something like that?
Yeah.
So let's say we know, and I also think they have 8 currencies, and the way they give the weight to each currency is by artificial intelligence, AI. So somewhere you do a bet that your system works. We don't make a bet, okay? This is by construction diversification. So it's very different.
So because you're pegged to the global economy, and there's...
No, their basket, I know their basket. Their basket, you have first no emerging market currencies. In my opinion, the future is partly in the emerging market. They only have like, you know, euro, dollars, and this kind of currency. So it doesn't represent really the world economy today.
Right, okay. Right, no, that's brilliant. And do you think there's room in the market for more products to compete with Tether? Because obviously you've got Tether, you've got X8X, you've got your product, and I think there's going to be other ones. I think there's one that's going to be pegged to gold. So there's others on the market. So it's becoming a very saturated marketplace. What's going to set you apart?
It's a very good question. I was in the US till yesterday, in fact, and I met a lot of hedge funds that are looking to replace Tether. And when you look at market cap of Tether, it's today $2.2 billion. I would be happy just to have 20% of the market share. So I think there is room for good products. I think there is room, there is a need, there is room. If Tether today is only 2.2 billion, with all the rumors around Tether, a lot of people, you know, when you are talking to professional managers or individuals, most of them say, wow, we are using Tether, but we are not comfortable, it's risky. So I think the 2.2 billion market cap of Tether could be 10 billion if it was safe. So I think there is room. There is room for good products.
And what's your market cap?
Our market cap, it's not launched yet. We are aiming at 200 million the first 6 months, and then in 2 years' time, 2 billion. That's our objective.
Hi.
Hi.
Suraj from mininghardware.co.uk. Very simple question. You're taking on the world with all the currencies that you put in the basket. The looming question is, and I ask this to everybody I speak to, regulation. How are you dealing with regulation? What are your processes? How far are you? How confident are you that you are going to bypass the regulations that are kicking in now?
Of course, it's a very important question. We are talking in the ICO that we are launching. It's a UTT token, so we don't have issue. We are issuing from Switzerland, from Zug, so it's okay. Now the next step is the currency token. For that one, that's why I was in the US last week. We'll ask for regulation, SEC regulation, here FCA regulation. We are obliged to. The ICO we are doing today, we are doing it with KYC, ML, everything that those people like. So we want to be very compliant. But the next step will be to get all the regulation to be able to issue this kind of things. Now we know that's why I was showing Christine Lagarde, IMF, because even if some central banks are reluctant, they will have to. Maybe it's not next month, it's not in 6 months' time, but they will have to listen to us as a community. So I'm quite comfortable that we'll do it.
A very direct question. Why should we trust you and your team to deliver us what you plan, which seems very good?
Because we're used to manage $23 billion. That's on the web. You can check our background. We were one of the largest currency managers on the fiat world for many years. So we have our credential. But you could question our operating process. What said like this? Who says that you have this currency at the bank and they are not somewhere else? And for that we rely on one of the top 5 auditors, company like Ernst & Young. I don't want to give the name, but that's the type of thing. That's the type of institution that you need to have to be sure that we are safe.
And seems I've asked questions. Do I get free tokens?
Sorry?
Seems I've been asking questions. Will you give me free tokens?
Okay.
Thank you.